First, welcome. This is an incredibly exciting day. Can you just kind of give us an idea of what the last 48 hours have been like for you?
The last 48 hours have been tremendously busy, but exciting to have an opportunity to lead this program, and it's just been a really exciting last 48 hours.
Why UCF? Why was this the job that you said, I want that job?
Yeah, I've been blessed to been at places that were winning, and I was very selective in me becoming a head coach. One is the standard of winning that's already set here. All student athletes, the importance of education is important, and moving to the Big 12 was key for me too. I'm familiar with the Big 12, and it's a great conference, and so those were some of the attractions to why UCF.
There's a lot of things that now you've got to work on. You've got to get a staff. You're going recruiting this weekend.
Yeah.
You know the roster situation, so how do you tackle that in the next couple weeks and months?
One, I'm going to sit down. The first thing is meet with each player individually, and that's going to give me a better feel on where we are with this transition and kind of how they're feeling. Also to communicate with our players that are in the portal as well, communicating with them, and getting my staff. I have some key people in mind, and just trying to finalize that and move forward.
Describe when someone says, Coach, what's our style going to be at UCF?
Well, the number one style is that we're going to give maximum effort in every capacity at UCF, and that is defensively, that is off the court, on the court, academics. So you're going to know that my young ladies are going to give effort when you see them. And defense is key. We're going to pressure the ball. I come from Arkansas, where is Nolan Richardson, 40 minutes of hell. Well, we're about to get it. So to me, that's the philosophy that we're going to bring here.
You're recognized one of the best recruiters in your sport. What's the key to being a great recruiter, and what's your approach now for UCF?
The key to me being a great recruiter is all about relationships. People have to believe in you, your track record, and how you treat people is key. And so it's about relationships. The way that I'm going to approach our next step is, getting in the gym with our players, developing, and also evaluating from my perspective and my philosophy what we can do to, just increase what we've already have here going.
In your press conference, you were asked about people that have influenced you. Mm-hmm. You work with a Hall of Famer and
Yes.
Coach Kim Mulkey, Dawn Staley, someone you know as well.
Yeah.
How have they influenced you? Obviously, being around Coach Mulkey for a period of time is going to rub off, but what are some things you take from people like that?
Been around Coach Mulkey every day. We were able to. I was her associate head coach, so I was able to really be her right hand person. And the main thing that I take from Coach Mulkey is her passion, is key, and also too just her approach. Everything matters. There's no such thing as a small thing. Everything matters, because a small thing can lead to a big issue. So that's key from Coach Mulkey. From Dawn Staley, I take, when she took over South Carolina, they wasn't very good. And there was a period of time where, it was challenging, I can imagine. But she stayed the course. And look, now she's one of the top programs in the country. So having Kim Mulkey and Dawn Staley has been a great situation for me, move forward and being able to lean on them.
You've shared at your press conference the importance of family. So I'm going to ask you how important your family is, and then tell me about Waldo, Arkansas.
So my family is very important to me. We just grew up very tight-knit. And we just always supported each other. I had two sisters that played college basketball, and two sisters that went to college to be in sororities. So I did both. And so that they're very important to me. So that's where my family goal stands.
And Waldo, Arkansas. For someone that's never been and may never go.
Yeah.
Tell me about Waldo.
Well, there's no lights, so you're going to pass right through it. But Waldo is located in southwest Arkansas. It's close to Magnolia, Texarkana. very small town, but my college, my high school was known for basketball. So there's a lot of state championships that's come through Waldo, from the men's side and women. So it was a big high school basketball high school. So.
You talked about some things that are principles when it comes to your coaching philosophy and your players. Can you share that a little bit?
Yeah, my biggest thing is we talk about character, academics, and basketball. Just high character on and off the court. Those are my expectations. We're going to hold each other accountable. Academics, I got to prepare our young ladies for life beyond basketball. And of course, basketball, winning. And being able to, as we talked about, we have a winning tradition here. Now we just have to, enhance that. And having been in the Big 12 and won regular season conferences, I feel like that I can help us get to that level with that. And having won a national championship, played in a Final Four. So tradition, enhance. Those are my expectations.
During the interview process, you got to know Terry Mahajer. Give me your thoughts about Terry and also the support of President Cartwright and what that also meant in you making a decision to say, I really want this.
Well, I had to be comfortable. And from the moment that Terry and I Zoomed, it was like we clicked. We never met. We wasn't at Arkansas State at the same time, but there are a lot of people we know in common. And so Terry, I just love his philosophy and just too with Dr. Cartwright, just how he is so easy to approach and his leadership here and every student athlete. And so that was important for me. So I had to connect, and I connect with both of those guys really quickly. So.
You did share about family, brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. Disney World was a big part of it. So was that the thing that put it over the top to say, well, we get to go there, right?
Disney was either the deal breaker or the maker, and it made it. So yes. No, Disney doesn't hurt. And when you come from a big family with over 20 nieces and nephews, and my nieces and nephews, particularly, there were two that was born since I was at Baylor from my first day on the job. I have twin nephews. And so all they know is Coach Mulkey, Kim, and Baylor and LSU. And so I had to convince them they could come to Disney to make this transition. So that was the key.
Doesn't hurt being the theme park capital of the world and a place like UCF with our enrollment. Last question. Give me a vision. Your program, short term, long term. What do you want?
Short term is to continue to do what we've done. Long term, winning Big 12 championships and competing for national championships.
How excited are you to get going?
Oh, let's go. We're ready. Very super excited.